IEOR190G class. It's my intro song. Gabe Kahn here to talk to you today about patent number 7765414 by HTC and the case behind it. Now, I don't have my trusty sidekick AJ. I guess we're going to have to do these separately now that we have two different patents, but I'll have to entertain you myself with stuff like the kazoo. And more to entertain you with stuff like the patent info, like I have right here. So, an intro to the patent. Essentially, what this patent that HTC has is about combining a PDA device with a a wireless communication device. Now, notice how I didn't say mobile, because in the claims there's nothing to specify the actual mobile cell phone, which is stuff we'll get into in a little bit. But anyway, wireless communication device, PDA in one unit, and it's the hardware behind it. So the two parties in this dispute are HTC and Apple. HTC suing Apple for purposefully infringing on claims of this patent. And products include anything where you can use, where there's both communication and PDA function. For example, an iPad could infringe, an iPhone could infringe, iPod Touch. I guess Apple TV could maybe be used if you're uploading pictures onto Facebook. It could be communication. Anyway, so we have a bunch of these things that could be infringing. Now, the court trial hasn't actually happened, as far as I know, because it was the motion for jury trial was just created in August, so they have time to get their entire story and cases to compile. But essentially, one of the claims in this thing. Oh, that's my roommate Maddie in the background. Say hi, Maddie.
Oh, hi.
One of the claims is, I'm going to read you claim 1 right now. Basically, what it says is that the circuit for the integrated interface of the PDA and wireless communication device, there's a first serial port having to do with data, and there's a second serial port having to do with audio. Now, very basic idea, right? The idea of combining these two, one with data and one with audio, wireless communication plus PDA being the data, wireless communication being the audio. And so here in the demand for jury trial file that I have, and I'll put it on the link, I'll put the link in the box below, HTC says that Apple directly infringed and is directly infringing at least claims 1, 4 through 13, and 15 through 21 of the 414 patent, and that is this patent. On information and belief, Apple has indirectly infringed the asserted patents by contributing to and/or inducing, and will continue to contribute and/or induce infringement on these claims, which I already mentioned. And then HTC basically says that they are rightfully due damages, plus they've suffered irreparable injury, that's point 17, and they demand money from Apple. And that's the story of the infringement. Apple's wireless communication devices. Now, I'm not an engineer, so I don't know for sure if what their claim is valid, but apparently Apple's communication devices / PDAs have this wiring in them to combine the two. Therefore, they're infringing on HTC's patent. So basically, this is how they read on the patent, by having that first serial port for data and the second serial port for audio. I could go through every single claim, but basically, that's the gist of it. These serial ports are similar to those of HTC, and that reads on the claim of the patent 414 owned by HTC. Now, I don't want to mislead you. This demand for jury trial is based on 3 separate patents that HTC owns that Apple is infringing on. That 414 being count 1, and then there's 219 is count 2, and 944 is count 3. And all 3 of these are in the demand for jury trial, and probably will be showing up very, very soon, probably in the next, I would say, few months. And this is going to be big news. So basically, get your Twitters ready, because you're going to be tweeting about this and about, hopefully, as soon before the semester ends, so I can be proven right. In the next couple of months, you're going to see this all over the patent war. All right, thank you very much. Until next week, have a good week.